Story as anger over Senate Bill 5 continues. Happening right now in Akron, Governor John Kasich is speaking to the Greater Akron Chamber of Commerce. The governor is under fire for his support of the controversial Senate Bill 5. And News Channel 5's Dan Haggerty was at yet another protest held against the bill right here in Northeast Ohio today. Dan?
Danita, thanks. There was an emotional crowd in Elyria, a few hundred people. People against the bill called an attack on the middle class. People for it say it's the only way to save the state's budget. I talked to both, and they talk to each other. Take a look. In the loud crowd of protesters with signs showing Ohio's governor as a clown or devil, John Kasich and his backing of SB 5 had one lone supporter. And I wasn't the only person who noticed her sign.
I support us, Ohio, getting out of debt. I mean, our children, they can't get out of the debt that we're in, and how else do we plan on doing it? I don't understand any other option.
You have to feed your children, too.
Absolutely, yes.
And you have to make a decent wage to feed them.
Larry works for the county, Karen in the private sector. If Senate Bill 5 passes, it would dramatically change bargaining rights for workers like Larry.
This country wouldn't have a middle class if it wasn't for collective bargaining. And if you take that away, then you're taking away the middle class.
I'm all about supporting the people and fighting for our rights, but we got to get out of debt.
Currently, Ohio faces an $8 billion budget shortfall, and Governor Kasich says cuts need to be made, and groups like this need to make sacrifices.
We could get rid of every state employee, we could get rid of the legislature, the governor himself, and still only save $2 billion out of an $8 billion deficit.
State Rep Matt Lundy riled the crowd and called SB 5 an orchestrated attack on the middle class.
They just want to go to their job, work hard, go home to their families, pay their mortgage, and send their kid to college. I don't think that's too much to ask. I don't see anyone getting rich here.
But the attack, as Lundy calls it, is looming. Amendments on the bill are due by noon Friday.
We're in this together, regardless what you think or what your views are. We're not going to get out of debt unless we do it together.
And the bill will most likely continue to change as it has. For instance, workers can now collectively bargain for wages, but that's it. Healthcare is still a big sticking point. Reporting live tonight, I'm Dan Haggerty, News Channel 5.